Our lesson today is about ratio and proportion. If I said to you, Borai has 5 bounds and Abdul Hafiz has 15 bounds, what is the ratio between them? The ratio between them is 5 to 15, or we can write it as 5 over 15, and we can simplify by dividing by 5 both terms 5 and 15. 5 is called first term and 15 is called second term. We can simplify by dividing by 5 top and bottom. So 5 divided by 5 is 1 and 15 divided by 5 is 3. So 5 to 15, after simplifying it, it's 1 to 3. So what is the ratio between Borai to Ab Hafiz? It's 1 to 3 or 1 over 3. That's the ratio. The ratio in its simplest form. Let's go to Boraz and Abdul Hafiz's stories. The story said that the ratio between them is 1 to 3. So 1 to 3 means one part to 3 parts. So 1 is not a real value and 3 is not real value. So we couldn't say that Borai has 1 and we couldn't say that Abdul Hafiz has 3, but we say the ratio between them is 1 to 3. It's 1 to 3. Let's assume some real values about this story. So we can assume that Borai has 5 bounds and Abdul Hafiz has 15 bounds. Okay, that gives us the same ratio. If you simplified it, 5 divided by 5, 1, 15 divided by 5, 3. We can assume that, or if Borai has 6 bounds, so Abdul Hafiz has 18 bounds. And let's simplify 6 to 18, it's 1 to 3. And if Borai has 8 bounds, so Abdul Hafiz has 24 bounds because the ratio between them 1 to 3. If I don't know what they have, so we can assume that Borai has 1 multiplied by m. M is constant. M is constant. And we say that Abdul Hafiz has 3m. M is constant or the same constant. Okay. So if the ratio between two numbers, A over B equal 3 over 5, that means the ratio, again, we can write it using this way, A to B is 3 to 5. So A here in this case is 3m and B equals 5m. That's the ratio between A to B is 3 to 5. And what is the value of A? A equals 3m and B equals 5m. Okay. If we have ratio like this ratio 3 over 6, you know 3 over 6 in its simplest form is half, and the ratio 5 over 10 in its simplest form is half. So they are two equal ratios. 3 is called first proportional, and 6 is called second proportional. First, second. 5 is the third proportional, and 10 is the fourth proportional. Okay. So we can say again that 3, 6, 5, 10. They are four proportional numbers. 3 is the first, 6 is the second, 5 and 10. 3, 6, 5, and 10. So if I said to you 3, 6, 5, and 10 are proportional, That means 3 over 6, first over second equals third over fourth. 3 over 6 equals 5 over 10. Okay. 3 over 6 equals 5 over 10. The first property we are going to study is the cross multiply. So if you multiply 3 by 10 and you multiply 5 by 6, you'll get the same value. So let's go to the ratios here. The first ratio, 3 over 6, and we can write it as 3, 6, 5, 10. What is this property? Is the cross multiply or product of extremes. 3 and 10 are the extremes. 3 and 10 are the extremes. Okay. 6 and 5 are the means. 6 and 5 are the means. Okay. So the product of extremes equals product of means. That's it. Here we have 3, 6, 5, 10, and we can say they are proportional numbers. If you multiplied the extremes 3 times 10 and you multiply the mean 6 times 5, you will get the same value. So here, if I asked you to find 3 over 10, 3 over 5, look here, that's 3. I went from 3 to 5. You know 3 over 5, don't return alone. Take 6 here, 6 over 10. So 3 over 5 is the same as 6 over 10. I went from the left to the right, then I took 6 with me. I took 6 with me. So we can call this property don't return alone. I went from a side to the other side, so I took this number with me, 6 over 10. You know, 6 over 10 is the same as 3 over 5. Here, once again, 3 times 10 is the same as 6 times 5, as you know. If I set you to find 5 over 6, go 5 over 3, 5 over 3, and don't return alone. Take 10 with you. So it's 10 divided by 6. And if you simplified 10 divided by 6, you'll get 5 over 3. Okay? Let's have a look at this one. Here, I asked you to find 6 divided by 3. So 6 divided by 3, I went from the right to the left. Don't return alone, take 10 with you. It's 10 divided by 5. 6 divided by 3, it's 2. And 10 divided by 5, it's 2. Okay? That helps us in finding a ratio. Like if I said to you 5x equal 3y, so x over y equals what? Don't return alone. Take 3 with you. 3 over 5. So x over y equals what? 3 over 5. Okay. The ratio 3 over 6 is the same as 5 over 10. You know, this ratio here is half and this ratio is half. 3 is the first proportional and 6 is the second proportional. 5 is the third proportional and 10 is the fourth proportional. Okay. 3 is called antecedent. Antecedent. And 6 is called consequent. 6 called consequent. So here, if you divided the antecedent over the antecedent, or we can say it simply, top divided by the top, 3 over 5. You divided 3 over 5. You know
أصلا
3,
معلش أنا الصراحة أفتح الباب.
3 over 5 is the same as 6 over 10. If you divided 6 over 10, you will get the same ratio, 3 over 5. And if you divide it here, once again, I said to you that 3 over 6 is the same as 5 over 10. If you divided 10 divided by 6, the bottom divided by the bottom, the consequent divided by the consequent is the same as the antecedent divided by the antecedent. So 10 divided by 6 is the same as 5 divided by 3. So top divided by top equals bottom divided by bottom. Here, 10 over 6, it will be 5 over 3. So if x over 5 equals y over 9, what is x over y? Top divided by top is the same as bottom divided by bottom. Antecedent divided by antecedent equals consequent divided by consequent. So x over y equals 5 over 9. And if I said to you to find here x over 5 equals y over 9. To find y over x equals 9 over 5. Y over x equals 9 over 5. A, A, B, 2, and 3 are proportional. So what is A over B? A over B equals 2 over 3. Here 5A minus 7B over 2A plus 3B equals 0. What is B over A? Firstly, do cross multiply. So here we have 5A minus 7B over 2A plus 3B equals 0. You know, we can consider the 0 as 0 over 1. Then do cross multiplying. So 5A minus 7B times 1, it's 5A minus 7B equals 0 multiplied by 2A plus 3B equals 0. After that, move this to the next side. So 5A equals 7B. Go and don't return alone. I want to get B over A. So B over A, don't return alone. Take 5 with you. So B over A is the same as 5 over 7. Here in this example, 4x squared plus 9y squared equals 12xy, and I want to get x over y. This kind of questions, it's this kind depends on factorizing. So move this to this side, it will be 4x squared minus 12xy plus 9y squared equals 0. After that, open two pairs of arcs, and 4x squared, it's 2x multiplied by 2x. I want to get two numbers, their product 9y squared and their sum negative 12. What are they? The two numbers are going to be negative 3y and negative 3y equals 0. If you want to check it, multiply the first by the first, that leads to get 4x squared, and multiply the second by the second, that leads to get 9y squared. And if you multiply the extremes and added them to the means, you'll get negative 12. You have studied it previously. So after that, we have 2x minus 3y is equal to 0. Move 3y to this side, so 2x equals 3y. What is x over y? X over y. Go and don't return alone. Take 3 with you. It's 3 over 2. This was this was a simple explanation about the ratio and its properties. See you in the coming episode.